Amistad and HarperAudio present The Cooking Gene, a journey through African-American culinary history in the Old South. Written and read by Michael W. Twitty.
Preface. The Old South. Negroes in the North are right when they refer to the South as the Old Country. A Negro born in the North, who finds himself in the South, is in a position similar to that of the son of the Italian immigrant, who finds himself in Italy, near the village where his father first saw the light of day. Both are in countries they have never seen, but which they cannot fail to recognize. The landscape has always been familiar. Everywhere he turns, the revenant finds himself reflected. He sees himself as he was before he was born. He sees his ancestors, who in everything they do and are, proclaim his inescapable identity. And the Northern Negro in the South sees, whatever he or anyone else may wish to believe, that his ancestors are both white and black. James Baldwin, Nobody Knows My Name, a letter from the South. The Old South is a place where people use food to tell themselves who they are, to tell others who they are, and to tell stories about where they've been. The Old South is a place of groaning tables across the tracks from want. It's a place where arguments over how barbecue is prepared, or chicken is served, or whether sugar is used to sweeten cornbread, can function as culinary shibboleths. It's a place in the mind where we dare not talk about which came first, the African cook or the European mistress, the Native American woman or the white woodsman. We just know that somehow the table aches from the weight of so much that we prop it up with our knees and excuses to keep it from falling. The Old South is where people are far more likely to be related to one another than not. It is where everybody has a Cherokee, a Creek, a Chickasaw, a Seminole, or a Choctaw lurking in their maternal bloodlines, but nobody knows where the broad noses or big asses come from. It is a place where dark gums and curly hair get chalked up to lost Turks and meandering mystics, but Nigeria and Gambia are long forgotten, unlike everything else that is perpetually and unremittingly remembered. Proud bloodlines of Normandy and Westphalia and County Armagh and Kent endure here, and like it or not, it is often in the bodies that bear no resemblance to those in whom those genes first arrived. Bodies like mine. The Old South is a forgotten little Africa, but nobody speaks of it that way. Everything black folks gave to the aristocracy and plain folks became spun gold in the hands of others, from banjos to barbecue, to Elvis to rice and cotton know-how. Everything we black Southerners kept for ourselves, often the unwanted dregs and markers of resistance, felt like markers of backwardness, scratches of the uncivilized, idolatry, and the state of being lost. And yet I loved that Old South, and loved it fiercely in all her funkiness and dread. To be honest, I never hated white people for their strange relationship to us, their colored kith and kin, but I grew up with the suspicion that they had no clue just how much of us there was in their family trees and stories and bloodlines and on their groaning tables. Maybe if they did, we would know less enmity toward one another. The Old South is where I had to return. The Old South is my name for the former slaveholding states and the history and culture they collectively birthed from the days of contact through civil rights. My Old South doesn't end when white people start recovering from the Civil War and move to southern cities and start working in mills and factories. My Old South ends when black people are formally and forcefully brought out of the 19th century.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?